Oh yeah, what were the toy? I mean, what I can only imagine what the Christmases were like in the Jennings house.
It was pretty awesome. Like we always had
but for Shooter, I'm curious what those were.
Oh, man,
the Jennings.
The Jennings, not the Jenny house.
No, I mean our Christmases were awesome. You know, like we had a big family. Like I have lots of half brothers and sisters, so it was like they whichever ones were talking with the family at the time would bring their kids over, and everybody, you know, we'd have a whole thing. But for me, I mean, I was a nerd, man. So it's like when I got a Sega CD for Christmas, I was like, yes, you know, it's like my stuff was always like either computer or video game related, you know. But it was like awesome, man. The people they'd come over, and like my mom and dad would sit around the piano. My mom would play piano, and they'd sing like Christmas songs, you know, and do that kind of stuff. And we had this like 2-story ceiling, so there was a lady named Maureen Rafferty who lived with us, and was kind of like a second mom when I would go to school. I mean, when I was in school and they would travel on the road, she'd stay behind with me, and like she would always go all out, and she would get like a tree that would like reach that second story. So we always had these giant Christmas trees, you know, and there'd always be presents for all the grandkids and kids and everything. And all my brothers and sisters' kids were like my age. So I have a couple nephews that are a year younger than me.
Wow.
So it's very like you know, kind of one part cousin Eddie, one part like country royalty kind of family scenario. But
we could have bonded over that before, because I had my dad's oldest sister. She had her kids like in high school, and my parents, and they were like 7 years apart. My parents were married for 15 years before they had kids.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Like my dad and I were almost like exactly 40 years apart. So my first cousins were like really fucking old. Like, oh yeah, that's my first cousin. She's on Medicare, you know.
We talked about this because we wanted to write a song about this.
Yeah, we always talked about a boy named Sue. We were gonna 60-year-old sister or something.
Yeah. A daughter named like Esther.
But well, Shooter, just for those who don't know, I assume everyone does, but your parents are
Waylon Jennings and Jessi Colter.
Yeah. So when you say my parents played piano and sang, it wasn't like butchering shit. It was like if I said my parents did that, it would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. your parents, you could record that and sell 1 million copies.
Exactly. Right. Live from the Jennings, Christmas 1985. Like that could have been a hit.